Today we've got a pickups video. Real mixed bag this week. Fair bit of specky, all the way through to the Xbox and everything in between. Yeah, bit of PlayStation, bit of megacd, all sorts really. Yeah. Few people to thank as we go through. I think we'll start with a thank you. Thanks to Jamie Murray. I think I've got that right, mate. There was a game for sale on the Specky for Sale site on Facebook last month even. Yeah, last month. The guy wanted a quick sale, and I try and stick to a budget, and I'd spent up. So I asked him to hold it to end of month, and he wouldn't, which is fair enough. You know, if people want the money, they want the money. Anyway, Jamie stepped in off the goodness of his own heart, bought it, and then sent it on to me. So I got to pay at payday. Yeah, so thank you. I've been after this for absolutely ages. To be honest, I was gutted I was going to miss it because it just doesn't come up. Don't see it on eBay. Don't see it in the groups very often at all. Anyway, the game I'm waffling about is Halloween on the ZX Spectrum. Yeah. For those who don't know, this is the middle game in the series Ollie and Lisa. And this already is set me up with a quandary. I'll show you what I mean. So here we've got Ollie and Lisa 1 and 2. Ollie and Lisa 1 and 2, right? Ollie and Lisa 1 and 2. Halloween. So, do I put it on the shelves like that? Or do I put this on its own under H and have 1 and 3 on their own? There's the quandary. You see, I like them all alphabetical. But that's just, no matter where I put that, it's going to bug me. Yeah, I might have to just sell them all on. Anyway, so that's the first pickup. And yeah, it's going to give me an ulcer. Going to give me an ulcer, that one. Don't know what to do. The next one's a thank you also. This one's a thank you to Paul Bads. For those who, well, everybody knows, because I witch him on about it, at least every other video. I'm collecting Bob Wakeling artwork. Not for a full set. I am only collecting for the ZX Spectrum and Amiga. He also did covers that were just for the Commodore 64 and some for the Super Nintendo. I think Choplifter 3 for the Super Nintendo, I think. Anyway, so it's done for other systems, but I'm not collecting them. Just the Amiga and the Specky. It's getting harder now, down to about 12, 14, I think. Yeah, I missed out until this week, which has upset me. But Paul Bads, everybody knows Paul. He saw this one on eBay and got in touch with me and asked if I still needed it. And I bought it immediately. It was a good price. It was a buy it now. The game in question is Psycho Soldier. I'm sure this is a sequel to Athena, I think, which is another arcade conversion. They both are. They're run and gun type games. Both have covers involving women with large boobies. Yeah, because Bob was very good at drawing boobies. Yeah. Anyway, so this is another one for the Bob Wakeling collection. If I think, I'll put a little bit of video in of the collection so far. Yeah, because it's over there somewhere. I'll take the camera around. You know what I mean. Anyway, in here somewhere. Yes, thank you, Paul, for finding that for me. The next lot are all eBay purchases. This one is another arcade conversion and another great conversion, Super Hang-On. Really like this game on the Specky and in the arcade. Really fast, smooth graphics. Nothing like the Commodore 64 version, which is dreadful. As are most games on the Commodore. Yeah, cracking conversion, that. What we got next? I should have shown this one earlier, actually. I bought this literally days before Psycho Soldier. Psycho Soldier does not come up often at all. I didn't think I was ever going to see it. So I bought this compilation as a placeholder. No. Yeah, I thought it died then. Yeah, I bought this as a placeholder. It's a four game pack thing. Has Great Escape, Psycho Soldier, Green Beret, and Army Moves on. Well, 3 of them are Bob Wakeling covers. There's only Army Moves, isn't? It's a terrible game. If you watched my video last week, you'll know what I think of Army Moves. Anyway, so that was going to be a placeholder, but now it's not. It'll go on a shelf somewhere. Yeah, stay. Really in the arcade conversions at the minute. This is Rolling Thunder, another great version on the Specky. For those who don't know, it's a run and gun. It's like a James Bond type thing. You have to work your way across the levels, eventually end up in this like evil lair, and you have to take him out. But funny thing about this game, you have to finish it twice. When you finish it the first time, it just takes you back to the start. You have to go all the way through again. Not easy. I used to be able to do it as a kid. Probably can't now. Yeah, that's Rolling Thunder. This is not arcade conversion. This is Fox Fights Back. This is another run and gun game, I suppose, but you're a fox. Bonkers, really. Yeah, you're a fox. You have to collect food, take it back to your, is it set or den? Take it back to your hole. Yeah, and for your wife, Mrs. Fox, and the little foxes. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah. And then finally, for now, we have another arcade conversion. This is Slap Fight. This is a vertical, I think then. I always get it wrong way around. A vertical shooter. Plays a bit like R-Type, in which you have to build your ship up by collecting power-ups. The difference is, instead of just building up your shot, you actually build up your ship. Your ship can end up massive. It can literally fill the screen. Not when I'm playing it. Yeah, it's not an easy game. Not on the Specky anyway, because your bullets are the same colour as the background, so it's very easy to miss one and end up deaded. Yeah, so that's Slap Fight. Next we've got a PS1 game. I've been after this one for a while. It's not an hard one to get. It's not an expensive one. It's just one I wanted, and it's always there. And I just keep forgetting about it. But finally, I've picked it up, and that's Roll Cage. I mean, this literally is a really cheap game. Really cheap. I'm sure this was less than a tenner delivered. It's in really good nick. Fortunately, it shouldn't be in really good nick because it was sent in an envelope. Yeah, brown envelope. I was expecting shards of plastic, but it somehow survived. This looks great fun. I've heard nothing but great things about this. So, it's definitely one to play. Next we've got Marco's Magic Football. Now, this is Soccer Kid. I didn't know this existed. I've got a thing about Soccer Kid. I have it on about 7 or 8 different consoles. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I've got every version now. It's all complete. Manual's a bit dog-eared, but it'll straighten. Yeah, I picked up Soccer Kid on the SNES at Doncaster a couple of weeks back. I'm sure I bought it off Stu. And then someone in the comments mentioned this. And I immediately went on eBay and bought it. Yeah, so it's Soccer Kid, but it's not. If you've not played Soccer Kid, it's a platformer, but as well as running and jumping and stuff, you've got a football, and you can oof it at the baddies, or you can jump on it, or you can like kick it up and use it to collect stuff that are too high up for you to reach. Yeah, it's a thinking man's platformer, possibly. Yeah. What else we got? We've got a PlayStation 2 game. I bought this out of curiosity. I didn't know Core made it to the PlayStation 2. I remember Core from the Amiga days, stuff like nothing I can remember right now. The Viking games, whose names I can't remember. No, and Premiere. They did Premiere. That's one. Yeah, seen loads of games. I just can't remember any of them. Anyway, so this was pennies. It must have cost more to post than I actually paid for it. It looks like a third-person shootery type thing. But yeah, more out of curiosity to this, to see if they were still chucking out decent games. I don't know how far Core went. I don't know if this is one of their last releases, or if they're still floating about somewhere. I've certainly not seen that label in a long time. Next, we have Xbox. Love a bit of Xbox. SSX on Tour. Can't say that after 10 pints of Stella. Yeah, I love a snowboarding game. Weird, really, because I don't do snow. Yeah, it's a bit like golf. Don't do golf, but I like playing golf on the consoles. Same with snowboarding. Don't do snowboarding. But I do like it on the computer. Yeah. Again, pennies. This pennies. Oh, it's not going to stand up. That'll do. The next one was a local pick up. This it was in Console Yourself in Pontefract. Yeah, my local retro shop. Obscure. I'm sure somebody told me, was it Eddie, that there's a sequel, but it's only on the PS2 and it's rubbish. Yeah, so I'll probably not bother with that. But this looks really interesting, so pick this one up to eventually give a go. As with all the games, they all get played, obviously. Oh, right. So that was my eBay type pickup things, but I've also had a bit of a road trip. Me and Sean, Retro Games Revived, we had a trip down to see Russ Retro Bear. I'm sure everybody knows Russ and Sean, but I will put links to their channels in the comments thingy, and Paul Bads as well, and anybody else I can think of. Yeah, do check them out because they are all great channels. Went to see Russ. We've been on about it for ages, and it just never seemed to come off. And then finally it did. The main purpose was to go see Danester's shop. Hidden Chest Gaming. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Give me a sticker. Yeah. Hidden Chest Gaming. So the shop is a few miles away from Russ's house. So we thought me and Sean would drive down, spend some time with Russ and his lovely wife, and then have a ride to Danester's shop. And that's what we did. It was really, really nice to meet Russ. I've met Sean before. We had a good laugh in the car. Incidentally, he owes me for 2 new springs for the rear. Because he said he was taking a few things down for Dainster. And you've never seen so many boxes in your life. We were squashing them in the boot. There was no room at all. Yeah, if there'd have been anybody else in the car, they'd have had to go on the roof. So yeah, he owes me for 2 springs. Yeah, it's cows like that driving all the way down. Yeah, so we went down, spent some time with Russ. It was really interesting, really nice to speak to him. It's somebody I've been wanting to meet for ages, and we must definitely not leave it as long next time. We had a cup of tea, and then we had a drive through to see Dainster. I had a rummage around his shop. It's a great, really good place. I will put links to the shop in the comment section as well. He has everything. It's not just games. He sells toys, Warhammer, boxed games, board games, you know, stuff like Space Crusade, stuff from your childhood, you know, all 80s stuff. 18 toys. There was what else was there? Just stuff. You know, I could have spent hours. Yeah, and a lot of money, but I was strong for once. Yeah, really nice to see Dainster again. He's a really nice chap, and he likes spending my pennies for me. Yeah. So anyway, let's see what we picked up. We picked up a specky game, Thunderblade. This is a dreadful game. Dreadful. I remember buying this originally. God, I couldn't say how old I was. Not very old. I fetched it home, put it on the... I used to love this in the arcade. I so wanted this to be good on the specky, and it so wasn't. It was far too much for the specky to cope with. I mean, there's no screenshots. And there's a reason why. Yeah, there's no screenshots. Oh, is there? Oh, no, there is inside. I'll get them out while we're talking. Yeah, or while I'm talking anyway. I put this on the specky, loaded it up, and it's just a broken mess. I mean, you can't tell from the screenshots, but literally it is 1 frame every 40 hours. Yeah. Oh, there's things to win. What can I send off for a t-shirt? I'm filling that in. What else? Oh, and a Pepsi ruler with a built-in calculator. How cool is that? I need it. Yeah, it was terrible, terrible game. I took it back and spent 20 minutes arguing in WH Smith's with a woman about why she should give me my money back. Because as far as which she's concerned, it worked. So it was my problem. I bought crap. But yeah, I want my money back. Just a broken mess. Broken mess. So that's the first thing I picked up from Danester's shop. What else did we get? We got an overlay for the Vectrix. I said I was never going to collect for the Vectrix. I have the multi-cart, but these clip in front. I don't know if you can see from there, like that. That's it. And then when you play the game, they had another dimension to the game. They have information on, and they change the colour of the screen. They just make the Vectrix look totally different. So I've been after some overlays for ages, and Dainster had a couple in his shop. Wasn't interested in the other one because it was football. I don't do football. But yeah, I'm really glad to have that. I'll be firing that up later and playing Solar Quest. Yeah. What else did we get? We've got a Master System game, Land of Illusion. That on the case. Really nice nick this. I love it when the Master System manuals are minty like that. They just look great. It's a platformer. They're supposed to be good, the Mickey Mouse games. I know there's 2 or 3 on the Master System and a couple on the Mega Drive. I haven't played any. They're on my list, promise. And the next one we got was the Atari Anthology, which when I got home I found out I already had. I don't know why I do this to myself. Everything's on my phone. I've only got to look. I decided I didn't have it, and then when I came home, it turns out I did. Is that going to stay there? Stay. And then the last thing I picked up was a Mega CD game, which was Slipheed, of the Mega CD. Russ says this is a really good game. It's like a shooter. It's all complete. Really looking forward to playing this one. And that's it. They're all the pickups. So yeah, Hidden Chest Gaming. If you're in the Birmingham area, do visit and buy something. Yeah, buy something. Thanks to Russ for putting up with us, waffling on. Thanks for Sean for keeping me company in the car on the way down. Yeah, we had a right good day, and we'll definitely have to do it again. So as ever, memories of any of these games in the comment section, any you'd like to see in further detail, and that's it really. I think I'm done. Thanks for watching, those who did. Catch you later. Bye bye.